Hi, Scott Seifferlein here, coming to you from the International Office of USA Golf Marketing, and today we're talking about part 3 of the 7 must-haves of every great sales letter. And part 3 is creating a compelling story. Now the story can be something that is related to you, your own experiences. It can be something that's related to your client, some golfers that had a story, something that happened to them at the golf course that was an entertaining story. The value of entertaining stories or compelling stories in a sales letter is it grabs the reader by the throat and really engages them into your business, your lifestyle, and it builds that relationship. It's very relational when they hear stories that are going on in your life. So it can be something very simple. It doesn't have to be complex. In fact, I want to share with you just a very simple story that I shared recently with my own database. This was a story I recently sent out to my database, and I asked them to forward to all their new golfers. So it was something that happened to me on Christmas Eve. We were all sitting around the house getting the kids ready for bed, and my oldest son, who's now 6 years old, he was on the Santa tracker and watching Santa as he crossed over the Atlantic and headed over from Cape Verde to King Edward's Point into the Falkland Islands. And then we put him to bed, and then interestingly enough, I stayed up and took a look to see where Santa was headed next. I was just curious to see when he might be coming by our house. And I shared this story with my clients, and lo and behold, Santa made his way through Brazil. And then after leaving Brazil, I thought maybe he would cover the other countries on South America continent. But he actually headed up towards Canada and then all the way back down towards South America. So I shared that story because of a logistics issue. I felt like that was kind of a logistics issue with Santa, and he could be much more efficient. And I talked about how that compares with new golfers. So you can see how here I roll into, so what does that have to do with new golfers? And I talk about the lack of logistics of how new golfers learn the game. They start at 400 yards away and try and figure out how to hit the ball 4 football fields long, and then end up getting told to pick up their ball by the time they get up to the green. And then I include a free report after the short story. So you can see it's a compelling story, something that is not complex, a simple story that just happened to me in my everyday life, and then I turned that into relating that to how new golfers learn the game and how their logistics are backwards in learning the new game, and then provided the free report. So that's how you can include a short story and engage your audience into a relationship with you before you just pitch them on getting a free report or buying a new golf club for you or buying a round of golf. So take that to heart. Very valuable to include stories in your marketing. And again, if you have any questions regarding your golf marketing, feel free to reach out to me at usagolfmarketing.com.